So who wants to pray for us? Anyone? Tell us your name and where you're calling in from. Anybody?
I'll pray.
Jesus.
I'll pray
Praise
from
God.
California.
Pray for us. All right, go ahead.
Praise God. Praise God.
Amen.
Amen.
Father, we thank you very much for this morning. We give you all the glory, all the honor. Thank you for another beautiful Saturday. And thank you for our mentor. We bless you. We come together to learn. We ask that your spirit will teach us, will be coachable, we will put them into practice, into action, into doing. Father, help us, Holy Spirit, help us in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
And as we are going out confidence, Lord, help us to expose the truth to those that are still under this life. Share. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name, we have prayed. Amen.
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 Thank you so
Pastor
much
Walker.
for that prayer. Thank you so much for another book club day, a reading day. They say readers and winners, okay? And we are here to read. So once again, my name is Princess Dr. Ruth Ifedior. I'm going to be your facilitator today. And all of us are on the driver's seat. We are just here to read. Disclaimer. This is open to the public. We're not representing any organization. We're not representing any product. We're not representing any government. We are social beings who have come together to explore the hidden information that is in the books. And I believe you've been joining this book, you know that your life have never been the same. You're a renewed person with the renewed hope, okay, waiting to explode. You are the champion for your family, for your own friends, for your neighbors, for your colleagues. So when you're going to ask questions, when you're going to contribute, try as much as you can to not call company's name or call anybody's name, okay? There are a lot of professionals here. All of us here are professionals. There are a lot of professionals here. And I'm telling you, we are on a journey that is bigger than us. We're on a mission. They say if you want to hide things from people, put it in the book. It's that book we are coming here to open. Opening the book, and I promise you, if you have an open mind to open this book, remember what the video said, nobody counts for you. So you're here for yourself. Represent yourself. Represent your family. Represent your children. That is what you're here to do. And invite your children. That's why we do this on a Saturday morning. Okay? Invite your children, invite your friends, invite business owners, invite students. Let's begin to read economics and champion economics by ourselves. A lot of us, like me, have read what is slavery, and I put myself in the slavery unintentionally, but now we can unslave ourselves by what we know, right? Freedom. It's a reading brings freedom. So that being said, this is the book we are reading, all right? The Bottom Dollar. Okay, I want to welcome everyone who's from Canada and everyone around the United States. Everything we read here will help each and every one of us. I promise you that. All right. Who can remind us what page are we? That's page
7.
huh?
Page 7. 7.
Page
Page
7.
7. Are we?
No?
Okay.
So
We are starting chapter 6, Roth 1K.
okay. I want to like Miss Anne want to take us back, right?
Back up.
All right. For Roth 401k. Who did our assignment? Let's see. Who worked on their financial profile? Who did? Anybody worked on their financial profile? Nobody did.
I did. Let me share mine. Little bit I did.
Okay.
I work on my financial profile. I found out that I need to do some more investments.
Okay.
So I found out that 10 years from now, what would my status financially be? So I'm going to work on my financial investment, put something, try to use my self-annuity to do something towards my annuity, but before the end of the year.
Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Anyone else that looked at their financial profile? Anyone else? Those in America were busy finalizing their taxes, right? They are beginning to see, what do I do with my taxes? Unfortunately, it's over. If you have not filed by now, you're going to begging Uncle Sam to forgive you or to you pay the fines, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Guys, try to work on your financial profile. Try. It is not easy. One of the things I did, I looked at my financial profile. I looked at my liability. I have to make sure that today I have zero liability, zero. I cleaned it up. I took time, I went from one corner to another. Okay? Because if I'm going to talk about assets and how to arrange them on TaxNet, I need to first of all midway with what? The other ones I'm owing Uncle Sam. So I let go of anything that I have business with Uncle Sam. Okay, now I can focus to arrange according to tax today, tax letter, and tax free. Okay, so that's what I did. So who wants to read for us?
I can read.
What is your name and where you calling in from?
My name is Kalinga Maweja. I'm calling from Indiana.
All right, go ahead.
This chapter will be short and straight to the point. If you have just read the chapter on 401ks, know that these operate the same way and all have the same early withdrawal rules. It grows in the market, so it's a variable account. The same RIMD rules as a traditional 401k, but upon passing, they will transfer to your family tax-free. As mentioned in the previous chapter, the match is not tax-free. It will be put into a tax-deferred account within the 401k provider. And when you decide to touch that money, you will need to pay the taxes. So now that we understand the base of the plan is the same, what is the difference and the benefits? Roth 401ks grow.
So before you move on, I want people to pay attention where you use an uppercase. Even though you have changed your match to Roth, okay? Even though you have changed your match, your own contribution to Roth, the contribution coming from your employer is what? Is still what? Pre-tax. You're still gonna pay tax on that regardless. So just know that you're gonna pay tax on that. It's only your portion that is becoming a Roth. You're paying tax today. But their portion, you have to pay tax when you retire. Okay? All right.
Roth 401ks grow tax-free, which means after 59 and a half, the income you take from the account does not come with a tax bill. That is one aspect of this account I like. Let's take a look at the difference between a Roth 401k and a traditional 401k. Let's look at the math and breakdown. I am going to use a hypothetical example, earning $50,000 per year and contributing 5% to a 401k. The company will also match 5% to the 401k. That means both you and the company contribute $2,500, making a total annual contribution of $5,000. Let's say this starts when you are or were 30 and you plan on retiring at 65. I also assume an 8% return. So just keep the tables, right?
Yes.
Let's look at that. They come out the same after 35 years. The main difference is that the Roth 401k's balance span over two separate accounts, one pre-tax and other after tax. It's important to keep in mind that you already pay taxes on the Roth balance. So for every $1,000 of pre-tax money you decide to put into a traditional 401k, that equals 1,250. That is multiplied by 1,000 plus 25% effective tax equals 1,250 of pre-tax money put in a Roth 401k to make the account balance equal. How will tax impact you? Let's use today's tax bracket for this example. But remember that taxes are at historical lows and could potentially rise in the future. Utilizing this current income, I would place this individual in either the 25 or 28% tax bracket. Let's stick to the 25% bracket for now, and we'll estimate that he will want about $50,000 per year in income. To net $50,000, he will need to distribute $60,000 from each account to see what the tax outcome would be. Traditional 401k. If he takes out $60,000 from the traditional 401k, he will face a tax bill of roughly $8,060 because all the money is taxable when it's distributed. He will have to plan for this when making withdrawal decisions. Roth 401k. On the other hand, if he has a Roth 401k, only half of the amount is taxable, the portion on the traditional 401k account, which is typically the match from the employer. So if he withdraws $8,000, he will withdraw $4,000 tax-free, and he will need to pay taxes on the remaining $4,000. This also means he will have to take out less than the original $60,000 to meet his goal. Let's stick to $60,000 to make a fair comparison. We'll take $30,000 from the Roth portion and $30,000 from the traditional portion. With a Roth 401k, the tax bill would drop to just $2,333. That's a single year tax saving of $5,727. It's important to keep in mind that you already pay taxes on the Roth balance. Now, if we analyze the 35 years of Roth contribution, the total amount of taxes that will be paid on contribution over time equals $21,875. That is $625 in taxes for 35 years. It takes about 5 years to withdraw in retirement to break even. If your tax bracket is lower in retirement, which isn't likely, the break-even point is longer. If your tax bracket is higher in retirement, your tax bracket, your break-even point is sooner. Can you see how this can become a little complicated, needing to manage the taxes and hoping that income taxes don't rise? You also must transfer a tax bill to your family. The main point is, again, to understand how these plans work so you can consciously and knowingly decide if this is what you want for your future and for your family. Even in this plan, we are still building the government a tax treasure chest and paying fees to a company while we take the risk. I know this was helpful. If you are uncomfortable to get it, I get it. Just know there is a solution to allow your money to grow tax-free without all these rules.
Thank you. Thank you so much for reading. Roth IRA. So all the book is telling us, which we have read in the previous ones, Roth IRA is one of those retirement accounts. Okay? Because it's one of the, give me a second. So it's a tax-free account. So you're putting in, you have already paid tax on that money. So the money is coming in tax-free, so the growth is tax-free. However, once you start, if you have to wait for 5 years before you interrupt it. And after 5 years, you have to prove hardship. You can take money, but you have to prove some level of hardship to take the money. But you still have to wait until you retire. It still is in the volatile market, but it grows over time depending on how you manage it. The benefit is that when you take the money out from the one you contributed, you're not paying taxes again. So it's growing tax-free. But note, it's still where? It's still in the volatile market. All right? So that's pretty much about Roth. It's not any big thing. Anybody can start Roth. Okay? Either your job can offer it or you can start it yourself. However, there are financial limitations. If you're making a lot of money, you may not contribute to Roth. If you're not making money, you cannot contribute to Roth. If you're retired, you cannot contribute to Roth. Children that is not working cannot contribute to Roth. That is why it's important for you to begin to teach your kids economies, work with them to set up maybe custodial Roth, okay, and start putting in little money. If you want to do that, the money coming from maybe direct deposit into that account. By the time they are old, they would have made a lot of money tax-free. But note that I've always said there are two environments, investment environment and protection environment. I will always recommend for people to initiate the protection environment for their kids first before they go into the investment environment, because the protection environments deal with their health, and their health can change at any time. So the earlier you start that, the better. But it's good to have Roth. So the message is not whether you can have investment or protection. What I'm saying here, you need both. You need both investment and protection in order to build a sustainable wealth. But you have to understand how it works so you can start on time. Time is our biggest friend and also our biggest enemy. And that's what we're here to read. So thank you, my sister, for reading. Anybody have comment on Roth? I know majority of the people. Okay, I see Busola. Go ahead.
Yes, Dr. Ruth, good morning. I have a question. I know the Roth 401k is before tax money, and you said it's in a volatile market.
You have
After
already
tax,
paid
I'm
tax.
sorry, yes, after tax money, yes. And it's in a volatile market, meaning they can gain and lose money.
That's
But my
correct.
question is, any gain, if they take out any gain they make on that money, they're still gonna pay taxes, right?
No.
No, okay.
No, unless your Roth is coming from an employer.
Okay.
Now, you're gonna pay tax only on the part that the employer brought, not yours.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
at any time you withdraw money from Roth, okay, as long as you follow the rules, again, you have to make sure that you follow the rules. Okay, guys, if you're on this call, tell yourself, I must obey the law. Always be willing to obey the law. If you're always on the right side of the law, nobody will come after you. Nobody. Always tell yourself, be intentional in obeying the law. Avoid shortcuts. Anytime you're in discussion with somebody and anything they are doing is outside the law, run away, because soon they will catch up with you. So tell yourself, I must. Even if everybody is breaking the law, only you is the one that will not break the law. Tell your children the same. Tell your community the same. Anybody around you should always know that you are a legal and ethical person. That's all you'll be identified with. If being legal and ethical is going to slow you down, let it slow you down. You will catch up on time, with time. Always stand on the side of the law, because at the end of the day, the law prevails. Even, I'm a Christian, even the Bible says, obey the laws, the established laws of the land. So as long as you obey the law, as long as you follow the law, you will win. So yes, if you follow the law and take the money, distribute the money at the right time, when you're supposed to do it, it's tax-free. Okay, good question. Any other question or comment? Irene, go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. I'm so sorry I'm not on camera. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Quick question. Actually, this is so timely for me. So if I have an employee that I want to start giving them maybe 3% of their annual salary, so they have to first establish the Roth IRA for themselves, right? And then before I can start contributing to it?
Good question. The employer sponsors. Employer is the one that set it up.
Okay.
The employer set it up.
Okay.
However, make it open. Okay?
Okay.
And make it open for other employees to contribute.
Got it.
It's up to the employee to decide whether they want to take it or not.
Okay.
Okay? So it's not that employee will set it up. That becomes what? Roth IRA.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if it's 401ks and all that, majority of them are employer sponsored.
Right.
But employees have the right if they want to contribute to it or they don't want to contribute to it.
Okay.
But if you're going to offer it, if you're going to offer that, you must offer it to all the employees.
Okay.
Okay? You must make it open to all the employees to choose. And you have to bring in paperwork. They have to sign. If they don't want to take it, they have to sign. Whoever they're not taking it, it's not that you're forcing them not to take it.
Okay. So, but I have to be the one to set it up.
Yes, you have to set it up. That's why they call it employer sponsor.
Thank you.
Okay. However, you also have Roth IRA, which means independent. You are the one that set it up by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you are the one that contribute, has no business with your employer. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Busola, is that a new one or old one?
Yes, it's a new one, Dr. Ruth. So my next question is, so if I have somebody that wants to roll their Roth 401k into an annuity, so how's the tax implication going to be treated when the money matures in the annuity?
It's still going to be the same.
Okay.
Still going to be the same because they have already paid taxes on it.
Okay.
Now, if they are coming with the employer matching part, that's one you want to ask them the question. But at the end of the day, the good news is that you're taking it out of the volatile market. Because regardless of it's tax free, if the market go down, all right, if the market goes down for any reason, it's still go down regardless. The tax free is whatever is left that is there, right? So, but whatever, moving to annuity does not change the law, the tax laws. Okay, moving to annuity does not change the tax laws. No. You see, it's still going to be treated. It's still, the tax laws apply. However, it's now the market where it is. Okay? Okay. All right. Kalinga.
Yes, so I think for me this has been an eye-opening because, like, for example, I have a Roth 401k for my job, and I didn't know until this book that I had to pay the taxes on the employer matches, and I don't think a lot of people know, because a lot of people, we brag a lot about, I have a Roth 401k, so I'm good, but we don't realize that we need to still pay taxes on the employer portion. So this is very beneficial to me.
That's why we ask you to go engage in your financial profile. Go do your financial profile, find out what is what. Okay? So now you know, go back, pull up your financial profile, arrange them. Where are they? How much is in what? Now, how long have you been working in that organization? And how much is the part that your employer have contributed so far? Then you can call them and ask questions. When you ask the right questions, you get the right answer. But if you don't even know what to ask, that is why one of the authors, Swan Wang, said, we all are what? Passive participant. We do it because others are doing it, but we don't even know the reason why we do it. We do it because our job offer it to us, and they tell us do you know that it's not just that their own portion is also you're going to pay tax? Everything they contribute to you is tax write-off for them, for the employer. So let's assume you work there for 30 years, 40 years. You're here celebrating. My job have the best benefit in the world. No, you are the one benefiting them. You are the one, because you're helping them to create a tax write-off. Okay? You're helping them to look good in front of the government. Some people say, oh, my job sent me to that job. I worked there for 30 years. You know, my job is so important. I'm comfortable. I love what I do. No, you're cheating yourself, because you're losing years that you cannot think. You block your brain, and also the only thing that wakes you up is your alarm clock. No thinking anymore. You go there, you give them opportunity to create tax write-off. You come back, you cross your leg, you watch their television. You're losing money from every angle. Again, I didn't say it's bad, but it's time for us to wake up. If you're an employee, you're creating a tax write-off for your employer. That is it. But you don't have a choice, because you are not an employer. So how are you going to be an employer? As the person that invited you here, you also have the capacity to be an employer. You can. And leverage the same thing your employer is leveraging. Okay? All right. Any other question or comment?
Please, I have a question. My name is Josephine. I'm calling from the state of Texas.
Okay.
I'm listening to what you're saying, and my question is this. About the 401k and Roth IRA, all those government incentive that we think is something good.
It's not
Which,
government. Let me
huh?
correct you that. It's not a government incentive.
No,
No.
what I'm saying is it's not helping us, because they are all in stock market. And you can come and see your 401k being 10,000. Later in the evening, you might see $20, because it's not stable. Is it advisable not for us to put this money into annuity, where you know that you're going to use it as a compound interest, and government has no right to use that your annuity? It's not wise to save our money in that area than leaving them on 401k and Roth IRA, which the government tax us a lot on that.
So, good question. Excellent question. That is what we're here to read. Okay? Whatever you do with your money is entirely your responsibility. Your employer or the government do not force you to do anything. They gave you a guideline. If you decide to be in the environment of qualified retirement account, that's what they call qualified retirement account, it's up to you. You decide to be in the environment of non-qualified retirement account, it's up to you. You decide. But like I said, I've always said, there are two environments in the world: rotation environment and investment. Investment environment comes with a higher risk. So you have to look at your risk tolerance. Oh, do I have some people to help me? Let me see. Miss Elizabeth, I'm going to make you a co-host. Let me monitor those who are hanging around with us, but they're not hearing us. Miss Linda, I'm making you a co-host. And Kalinga, I'm making you a co-host. Help me mute those people that forget they are listening. Okay? So my sister, you cannot tell anybody this is right or wrong. That is why they have to learn and educate themselves to solve the problem. That's why we're here. We're here to solve the problem, because we notice there's so much ignorance in our community and we cannot complain about it. So we decided to provide a solution. And that's why we're here reading. Now you know. Remember, our assignment is to go engage in our what? Financial profile. If you engage in your financial profile, you evaluate your own risk tolerance level. Are you low risk? Are you moderate? Are you high risk? You look at your age. Your age is a big deal. Okay? You look at your age and you decide which of these portfolios allow me to achieve my own family financial goals and objectives. Your goals are going to be different from mine. Your objectives are going to be different from mine. But the knowledge you have, that's why I say it with confidence. You can never create wealth. You can never increase the money in your pocket without increasing your financial intelligence. I'm sorry. Okay? I have to, that is the truth. If you want to become wealthy and rich and maintain it, some people have money by luck. Money without financial education is what they say is money soon gone. You can make $100 million today. If you don't have financial intelligence, I'm telling you, if anything struck tomorrow, you will lose everything. And you will not even, you cannot trace your way back because you got the money by luck, not by design. But when you decide to learn and use your knowledge to design your own financial world, I'm telling you, in any situation, you'll be fine. That include understanding whether you want to be in a variable environment or you want to be in what? In a protection environment. It's up to you. So we're not here to tell anybody this one is good, this one is bad. But we want to let people know that when it comes to retirement in the United States and Canada, they have two types of retirement. Defined benefit plan, defined contribution plan when it comes to employee-employer. However, there's also what they call personal plan. And your personal plan is the one you decide. And when you design your personal plan, you can decide to plan it inside your variable market or inside a protection market. That is up to you. At this time, somebody like me, I have no business with what? Variable market when it comes to my personal plan of retirement. Because of what? I want to retire tax-free. I want to retire cost-free. I want to retire stress-free. And I want to retire with financial abundance. So this is my watchdog. 4 of them. Tax-free, cost-free, stress-free, and with financial what? Abundance. And because of that, I have to put in the work every single day to research, to learn. What does the law say? All of you know now there is a new law, right? Or what? Trauma account.
Hey.
How many of you have seen that to know what is trauma account for those that live in the United States? How does it impact you? Are you going to wait to hear from your CPA accountant? You have the right to go read it yourself. Leverage, when you have the knowledge, you leverage everything that will benefit you, your children, and your family. That is all that matters. Nobody else matters except you. That is why the video we watch say what? Come out of the comfort zone. Money discussion does not happen in the comfort zone. Let me tell you that. Money discussion takes time. It's not hit and run. It's not overnight, and it's not set it and leave it. That is a lie. Set it and continue to monitor it. So my sister, that question you asked is a big deal, and that's why we're here, to open people's eye, to understand what is the difference.
Yes, so
they can make an informed decision. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And I love what you said. And I really, my sisters and brothers that are on this line, honestly speaking, this financial area is hidden from us all this while we've been here. But thank God that now God is opening our eyes to know what they knew, years back, that we can make our life different now and then make a positive sign in the life of our children. Yeah, the law says that we're here to make money and not to lose money. Personally, I don't want to lose my money. I want to invest and I want to protect. So that is why I chip in that, because I know I'm one of the agents, working with these insurance companies. So that's why I chip that. If you want to really.
Okay, I guess we lost her. Okay, Assumpta.
Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, champion. Sorry,
Good
I
morning.
will not be able to be on the camera this morning, but I'm
2
enjoying
million.
everything going on.
Million.
Oh, no problem. We're coming behind you. But anyway, so I read The Power of Zero. I really did not start at the beginning of this conversation, but there's a question that had been running into my mind. And when I read that book, I discovered that my IRA account, my Roth, is good. However, it's still volatile in the market. And then I know from what I read that, of course, life insurance is a good way to go. So personally, I have decided to take part of my 401k out. However, I haven't done it before, and I know I'm going to be penalized, and I'm willing to take the risk, but I don't know how to do about it. As far as some people say, wait to the end of the year so that you know your tax bracket, and that way you know how much is coming out, so that you can fall within the same tax bracket. And
So,
then, and I know the money that I want to bring out of there, I want to use it for investment or things like that. But I don't know what is the right thing to do because I haven't done it before.
okay. So, good question. Let's get back to the law. What does the law say? I know you say you're willing to pay the penalties. Have you seen that now? Have you seen them to look at? Are there other investment engagement you can engage without paying the penalties? That's one thing you might look at. Another thing you might look at is, are you still working in that place? Because the law allows you to roll out your defined contribution account. Okay. They allow you to roll it out from where it is to maybe something like fixed index annuity. If one of the things that is driving you is what is variable. They allow, but you have to, some companies will not allow you to do that while you're still working with them. Unless you are 60 years and above, they can allow you to take it out even while you work there. So you have to go back to the law. Look at, do your due diligence. Don't just, engage in haphazard. That's why we go back to that assignment. Engaging in your financial profile. Sit down first and analyze your financial. Put them, align them, okay? And see which one is going to help you out. It's not investment or, is investment and. You need both. Your 401k is also in the investment environment. However, most people don't know that they have the right to go in there and assign it to their own investment vehicle they want. Maybe you could try that too. Do you understand what I mean? You could try that to see, because if you bring it out, let's say this is your 401k, you go pay the penalty, you bring it out, you put it in another variable. They are all in the same bucket. Okay, so now instead of doing that, why not look where your 401k is right now? Again, this is recommendation and educational, not giving you advice. Why not look and see where you are right now? That investment you want to make, do you have access to it? Is it one of the things you can select as where to assign your 401k instead of paying the penalty? I didn't say you have the right to pay the penalty, but I'm just making recommendation in an educational way. So
Okay.
first of all, look, because if you bring it out from your 401k, remember, check, is your company matching? Does your employer match?
Yes, they do.
Okay, if they match, how much do they match? How much are you matching? Because if you say, I don't want to do my 401k again, which is not our message, is you're losing from where your employer is matching.
Exactly.
What's good in free money? Oh, free money is good. But the question is, how do you treat this free money? Is now where your responsibility comes in. Knowing
Yes.
well that your employer is not responsible for your 401k, is you.
Exactly.
They are just the sponsor. They are just using it for their own tax write-off. They are not responsible for your 401k, 403, anything called defined contribution. Hear me and hear me well, everybody here. Are you in Canada? Are you in US? Your employer is not responsible for your defined contribution plan. Let me say it again. They are not responsible for your defined contribution plan. They are responsible for your defined benefit plan. These are two different retirement portfolios. Now, let's focus on the defined contribution plan because many organizations have moved away from defined benefit plan and they are now using defined contribution plan. Most people working are still thinking that defined contribution plan is the same thing as defined benefit plan. They are not. And they use fancy name. They call it defined COP. She said, don't worry, I have this defined COP. It's your responsibility. Now they are matching your defined COP because the law allows them to, they have the right to match, not to match. They have the right. So your responsibility is who match what? What are they matching? Okay. How does that benefit you? Are you matching what they are matching? I know there are some of my colleagues, I'm a licensed financial professional for the record. Some of my colleagues out there preach for people to match so much so they don't pay tax today. It's up to you to know what to do with your account. But if you're going to retire like me, cost-free, tax-free, stress-free, with financial abundance, you must be in charge. You must be the owner of your own money. You must be the driver on the driver's seat. If not, I'm telling you the truth. Huh? At retirement, the conversation you didn't want to have now, you have it by force. Okay?
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth.
Thank you
for that answer.
Oh, you're welcome.
But what I was saying is, I don't know if I'm making sense. So I'm still with that employer, and I'm not sure, like you said, I'm going to go do my homework to see if they will allow me to take some portion. So the way we do our investment, I have it in like 5 different portfolios, you know, the G fund, I fund, all that, C fund, S fund. So it's in different 5 categories. So I have a different account too, which where work anymore that I do transfer to annuity. So my question is, like, the very present one where I'm working, I wanted to take some part of that money out
You can do that.
in form of personal
you can do that.
investment.
Go ahead, Assumpta. Okay, I guess we lost Assumpta. All right. Okay, now let's go to chapter 17.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm here. I didn't know. It looks like someone muted me. I'm sorry. So what I'm saying is that I'm still working with this employer, and I have it invested in 5 different categories.
Okay.
However, I'm trying to take out some parts out, and I know I'm not 59 and a half yet. So that's where I was saying that I'm going to be penalized.
Okay. So,
and possibly for my personal use is why I'm taking it out, because what I did was I decreased how much I was putting in it after I read the power of zero. So I only put as much as my employer can match, and then I put more into my Roth IRA. Which was
So Assumpta, this is what
yes, ma'am.
I will recommend, which the law allows. The law allows you to distribute money from your 401k. What you're going to do, call your employer.
Okay.
To find out what is allowed. Some allowed they call a hardship distribution. However, you have to prove the hardship. Some allow you can distribute for mortgage, for cars, but you have to prove it.
Yes, we do have those. Yes.
If you do that, you may not pay penalties, but you're gonna go to read the Roth of loan. So ask them questions, right?
Okay.
If you withdraw, I know that if you withdraw, you pay penalty. But if you take a loan, you will not pay penalty. So look at, I was watching something the other day. It said people take loan from their account. When you take loan, you don't pay penalties, you don't pay taxes. So what if you can leverage and use your money so many times and still accomplish what you want to accomplish? So go to them and ask them, what are all the possible distributions you can take without violating the law, without penalties, and without taxes?
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Use your money. Let your money work for you in multiple ways. Okay, but you have to know how to ask them the question, because you don't just want to go there, withdraw the money and pay penalties. What if you can take a loan? Okay, what if you can take a loan and accomplish the set you want to accomplish and bring back the loan and your money is still yours? Guys, that is sweet.
Right, and we have opportunity to pay the loan back.
Yes.
With a lower percentage.
You don't pay taxes on loan, remember? It doesn't matter where the loan comes from.
Oh, okay.
Taxes.
Okay.
Nobody pay tax on loan.
Only pay interest.
But you pay tax on the item, but not on the loan.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yes.
Good question. Catherine.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth, and good morning. So earlier this week, I learned something from one of the reps in the insurance companies. And to answer Asanta, instead of being hit with penalties or even paying the taxes just because you withdraw from your 401k, what he said or what he mentioned or what I understood was you can roll over to an annuity, a fixed index annuity.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
then from there, strategically, you can take after, I think after 1 year, you have the free withdrawal up to a certain percentage. So, and that's how you can strategically now, just take money out of your annuity. You roll over your money into an annuity, you don't pay.
Thank you. Annuity insurance, yes.
And then once, because your intention is to get the cash to invest somewhere else, use the withdrawal, the free withdrawal every year. So what he said was that if you say take a withdrawal from your account, let's say from your fixed index annuity or whatever annuity you have, the free withdrawal, let's say you take out 3,000, then you're stuck with that 3,000 every year until until you probably maybe you exhaust your money. But at least that way you avoid, because even those free withdrawals, they're free. You don't pay any taxes, no penalties.
Okay, thank you so much. So, Catherine.
Thank you.
Catherine just brought something, but let me address it.
Dr. Ruth, it's not
Hold
free.
on.
The withdrawals are not free.
Hold on. So Catherine just said something. Catherine, we're not talking about annuity. Okay, we're not talking. She's working there right now. Can you please unmute yourself, guys? So, Catherine, Asanta's discussion is that she's working there. You can only roll over to annuity if you're not working there. She is still working there. I want to make that one clear. The law does not allow you to roll over to annuity if you're still working there. And some organization will not even agree for you to roll over until you disengage from them. So for that one, Catherine, that one is not, annuity is good, okay? But it can only roll over in two conditions. Either you're not working there or you're retired, or your age is above 15 and a half. So that is why we didn't come. She already knows about that. Okay. Second, now you talk about annuity. The free withdrawal is not free. If you roll your money 401k, for example, to fixed index annuity, the law allows you for a free 10% or 20%, depending on the company, after 1 year. But if you withdraw it, you're still going to pay Uncle Sam the taxes. I want you to know that. Okay? They allow you to withdraw without violating the law every year from the second year. However, the tax law still apply. It doesn't stop the tax law. The only time that is tax-free is if that money is coming from already a tax-free bucket. So be clear about that. It doesn't matter what anybody say. Go back IRS and read the law. That is the only mirror we have. So Catherine, I hope I made that clear.
Yeah,
right?
thank you for the clarification.
Yes, you can withdraw free withdrawal if you have it in annuity. That is clear. However, if you're still not within the time of ROMD, required minimum distribution, right? If you're not up to 60 years, and you're doing that free withdrawal, you're still going to have tax bill. The only thing you're not paying, no penalty, okay? There's no penalty, but you're going to do what? you're going to receive Uncle Sam tax bill. Good conversation here. I love this. Miss, who is MFM? Connecticut? Connecticut? MFN, who is that? All right. You're muted. All right. Okay, let's go to chapter 7, guys. Let's go to chapter 7. Who wants to read?
Okay, sorry. My question, I think it was already answered because I was saying I wanted to know if you take the loan, are you going to pay back the loan?
Yes, if you take a loan from any defined corp account, you're going to, especially if you're not 60 years, if you're not above 59 and a half, whether you're in US or Canada, if you take a loan, you didn't pay it back, you know what they consider it. Especially if you take that loan and you leave that job, it's going to be considered as what? As a withdrawal. And you're going to receive tax bill and penalties. So be careful. If you take the loan, you're going to pay it back. But it's good to pay it back. You're using your money twice. But if you take that loan, you don't pay it back from your defined corp account, and you're not 60 years and above, and you, especially you leave that job, while you're still there, you're good. You continue to, of course, you must pay it because the way, before they give it to you, they know they will take it from your payroll. So you don't really have a choice. You must pay for it. Okay? So they take it from your paycheck, every paycheck, to pay the loan, which is fine. At least you have used the money to do the work you want to do. But if you don't finish paying back that loan and quit from that job for any reason, the remaining of that loan or the loan will be considered a withdrawal, and you're going to receive that penalty. And of course, the tax bill will come to your house. Uncle Sam is everywhere trying to get there. You will never owe Uncle Sam. So the only way to avoid paying Uncle Sam is to know the law yourself, not to depend on somebody. Read it, understand it yourself. That's the only way to make sure that you are a friend with Uncle Sam. And the easiest way to live a life in Canada and US is what? Be Uncle Sam's friend by knowing the law. Oh, my CPA said, my accountant said, my financial advisor said. If you guys remember one of the book we read, he said that these people are professionals, right? And what do? You hire professionals to tell them what to do for you, not them telling you what to do. I want you to get that. These are professionals like you and I. I'm a professional too. I'm a licensed independent financial professional, right? However, you hire them for you to tell them what to do. They are working for you. You're not working for them. So don't say, oh, let me go ask my CPA. No, go ask the law. Find out what the law says. Throw it to your CPA and say, can you get more information on this? Oh, Mr. John, you're my CPA. I just got an information about trauma account. About trauma account. Can you tell me everything about trauma account? Okay? Then when they bring you to the table, you sit down and have a discussion. Not to sit down like a puppet, as if, oh, you're not even going to say anything. Everything they say, find out who said that. When Uncle Sam comes after you, let me tell you, CPA will be nowhere to be found. CPA, financial advisor, financial analyst, business, there will be nowhere to be found. I didn't say they are bad people, get me right. You need them, you can't do their work. You need an accountant to do your books. You need your CPA to work with you. You need your lawyer to do your business registration. You need all these professionals, hire them. But hire them to tell them what to do for you. They are not able to offer you the service you want. Fire them and hire another person who has the competency to work with you to get you to your financial destination. Okay? All right. Chapter 7. Who wants?
I can read.
Your name and where you're calling in from.
I'm Elizabeth calling from Washington State.
Oh, my people, Washington State. Are you going to take us to the White House?
Seattle, that is Seattle.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, chapter 7, IRA. This chapter will talk about very common retirement plan. Why is it so important to understand how this strategy works and operates? Because it is utilized by many, but as understood by few. It's inherited by many and still understood by few. This chapter will quickly break it down. Again, this is not here to beat up on the IRA, but to bring enough information to help you in deciding if an IRA is right for you and your family, legacy, and generation to follow. A traditional IRA is an individual retirement account. This plan grow leveraging an index in the market. They grow on a tax-deferred basis, which means once again, our payment on taxes has to be procrastinated. The money in the account also grows up and down with the market, so it can, but it can also accumulate and descend nest egg. We must ask, descend nest egg compared to what? It is also very important to understand the rules and guidelines with this plan that the government gets to choose for us. The maximum amount you can contribute to the traditional or Roth IRA for 2021 is 6,000 if you are younger than age 50. Workers age 50 and older can add an extra 1,000 per year as a catch-up contribution, bringing the maximum IRA contribution to 7,000. Again, let's put this into perspective. Let's assume you max out an IRA at 6,000 for 30 years. You receive 10% rate of return every single year for 30 years. By the time you are ready for retirement, you would have an estimated account balance of 985,000. That sounds pretty good, right? Well, it's go a little further and look at the cash flow of that amount. Assuming just as 24 tax bracket, you would be able to safely withdraw 43,000 for 30 years to ensure you don't outlive that IRA. You would then need to pay $10,348 in income taxes, and you would net that 2,769. These are the numbers. Seeing these numbers, how does that make you feel? What does that make you think? Will this be enough for you to enjoy the rest of your life? It's not enough to enjoy life where we are working and healthy. So how the hell would it be enough when we are old and retired? There are also age restriction on this plan. In a traditional IRA, cannot access your money before 59 and a half without an early withdrawal penalty of 10% as well as federal and state taxes. So we can't use our own money without giving back 30 to 40 of what we withdraw. I imagine you come across an amazing opportunity to invest or to buy a second property, and now you can't even leverage this plan because it's locked up. Don't worry. Keep reading this. There is a solution. Now, there are some benefit of this plan as well as like it can be inherited by your family, and your family would need to spend it down in 10 years, and they will also need to pay the taxes on that account. You can also self-direct them and use them to invest and in real estate and other areas in the market. But it is important to again understand the purpose of these plans. retirement income and cash flow. If we are gabbering with this account in our 50s and 2008 happens again, people are right back to square one, and I'm pretty sure you'd agree that it is scary. Roth IRA. A Roth IRA
Hey,
operates.
hold on. Let's
Okay.
address that.
Mhm.
Now, he was talking about, let's look at the Roth IRA limit as at today. Okay? You guys always know that this is my friend here, IRS, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna take you to another place. Okay? So the limit on annual contribution to an IRA remains what? 7,000
Mhm.
for anyone that is 50 and below. The IRA catch-up contribution limit for individuals age 50 and over was amended under Secure 2.0 of 2022 to include an annual cost of living adjustment, but remain what? 1,000 for 20. So they just added a little bit. Okay? So guys, this is where you come and look at what is happening. The 401k. The Internal Revenue Service announced today that the amount individual can contribute to their 401k plan in 2025 has increased to what? $23,000 from 23,500. So they added 500. Can you all see that? In 2024, it was 23,000. Now they have increased it. Hey, good luck, everybody celebrating. It's now 23,500. So you have opportunity for you to know these things. Visit Uncle Sam. So the limit, the contribution for IRA is $7,000 if you're below 50 years. If you're above 50, they give you a little bit space. Okay? But it comes with benefit. It also comes with disadvantages. Not just the book, that's what IRA said. You have to wait until 59 and a half to take the money. If you take the money before you reach 59 and a half, remember it's your own money. It's an independent retirement account. Huh? If you are not 59 and a half, you can still take money. You can take it as a loan or as a withdrawal. If you take it as a loan, you're going to pay back the loan. You don't pay no taxes. You don't pay no penalties. If you take it as a withdrawal, like going to bank to withdraw money, you're going to have two things come your way. Tax bill and what? Penalties. It's your money, but you have to have these two things. Okay? Another advantage is that you can take the loan and run another business or do stuff and pay back. However, if 2008 hit us or COVID hit us, the chances that the money may not be there is high for you. Is it going to recover? Yes, it will recover. Remember, 5 to 10 years, between every 5 to 10 years, something happened in America or Canada to get the economy down, right? However, are you going to recover? Yeah, but you have to wait for another 5 to 10 years for that money to recover. Now you are 65 years looking at me. How many years do you have to recover? Think about it. So the earlier you start arranging your portfolio, your financial profile, and be ready to any eventualities to occur is entirely your business, not your CPA, not your accountant, not your financial advisor, not your even licensed financial professional. But you need all of them in order to achieve that tax-free, cost-free, stress-free, and financial abundance. You need all these people with yourself, being the owner and the driver. You are the one in charge. The CEO of that company is you. Okay? That's the CEO. All right. Okay. Thank you, my sister, for reading for us. IRA. Okay? Now everybody knows what is IRA. It's the same thing as 401k. They are all in the same bucket. They are all governed by the same law. The only difference is that you, in your IRA, you are the one. Most people, when they retire, when they leave a job, I know your quote unquote, they will encourage you. They will encourage you roll your money into Roth IRA, not Roth. They will always encourage you. Oh, what about I just retire? I move my money to IRA. There's nothing wrong with that. But the person that's telling you move it to IRA, did they also let you know that if anything hit, you may lose it? What if you can move it? You have the right to move it to what? 575 Internal Revenue Code. You have the same right. Okay? Whenever somebody comes to you, the first thing they present to you is IRA. Ask them about, what about 575? Dr. Ruth said, I can utilize 575. Let me go ask Dr. Ruth. Come ask me. My number is 469-487-3469. Somebody put it in the chat. Ask me. You don't need to know me to ask me that question because the law have to stand. Don't ask me after you have made mistake. Ask me before you make mistake. Okay? I am the only one person in America that have agreed to live legal and ethical. You're the one to tell about your own self. I'm telling about my own self. Guess what? I will tell you what the law says. And as long as you stand within the environment of the law, you will never go wrong. It doesn't matter what anybody say. Okay? All right. Who wants to read the other page for us? Thank you, man. Thank you.
Dr. Ruth, I'm trying to raise my hand, but I
Oh,
couldn't.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I couldn't. It's not your fault. It's mine. I don't know.
What
I
is
see
your name and
everything.
where you're calling in from?
I am Mamle and I am calling from Maryland.
Okay, go ahead.
I have been following the class and I've made a mistake whereby this year I started a work last year and I've been contributing 20% of my salary to 403. So I'm planning, I know, I'm planning to change all that at the end of the year because I don't want it to affect my taxes already because of the amount I made this year. So I just want to leave it like that. But first of the year, I'm changing to just the employer contribution and their matching, policy. That's the very minimum is what I'm going to do. Here lies the case. I want to know, can I also at that point ask the company to start doing post-tax deductions instead of pre-tax deductions?
All right. That's a very good question. Okay. Somebody's asking for my number. Once again, my number is 469-487-3469. Okay. The question he asks is right. Now you've been educated. It's up to you what you want to do. Okay. What you did is not wrong. You did it based on the knowledge you have as at the time you had it.
Right.
Now you're educating yourself. You're reading the laws. And that's where we say do your financial profile. Okay? We say do your financial profile. Give me a second. I'm in the book club, sister. I'll send you the link. I will talk later, okay? All right. So, that being said, I was in your boat. In 2020, that is when I started learning about finance. 2020 of this stuff. 5 years ago. Then I had 403B. My company, as at then, matches 6%. And I didn't know I signed up to increase every year by 1%. Until my eyes opened, until I was delivered. Guys, you all know that ignorance is the devil, is the evil spirit that exists? Ignorance. See, the evil spirit that trying to pursue in the church is the ignorance. It's not the things they are telling you. It's the ignorance and poverty is the two evil spirit that is around.
Yep.
And the only solution, this is my perspective, you don't have to agree with me. The only solution to deliver yourself from that evil spirit is knowledge. And knowledge is applied. And that's why my Bible says, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. But in 2020, that's when I got my deliverance, just to let you know. And I called them. I have never even logged into this account in my lifetime. I called them and said, well, how can I log into my account? They showed me. I said, how much do your organization match? What do you guys match here? They say 6%. I said, what am I matching? Because my CPA, I'm going to say it. My CPA told me that I need to match to the highest so I don't pay taxes today. Hey, that was the education I have. So I don't pay taxes today. But I didn't know that I don't have control of taxes. The tomorrow I think that the taxes will be cheap, may even be higher. When I now find out that it's possible that today my taxes is on sale, And I'd rather buy when it's on sale than when I don't know what it's going to be. It could be on sale tomorrow, I don't know. It may not be on sale tomorrow, I don't know. But the one I know, the one I'm sure of, why don't I use it? So I logged into my account and I saw that I'm already in 7%. I have not gotten to 20% like you. I was in 7%. I said, sir, what do I have to do to remove this 7%? You say you're waiting to January or when next year. You're going to impart yourself either way. The day you start, the better for your life. Okay? So they say, I only need to remove a checkbox. Guys, less than a second. A checkbox. That's what they told me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling my story. I just Kukuma removed the checkbox. It was when I logged in there, I saw there's 3 columns. Before tax, after tax, and Roth IRA. Hey, I didn't even know that. You go and log into your own profile, guys. If you're an employee, log into your own profile. There's what there's after tax. There's no Roth. Because Roth come with 5 years of restriction, right? There's after tax. There's no Roth. When I saw it, I told them, what is that? I say after tax. They say, yes, you can make your money after tax. I said, did you all tell me that? They say, what are they going to tell me? I signed the papers. That I signed the papers. And also Roth, this is happening 2020. I retired 2022, right? This is happening. You guys can see the reason why I'm here. Because I'm here to change our community, to hand over ownership to you. When you are in charge, when you have the ownership, you have the confidence, and you have the capacity to do what? To speak with anybody because you have the ownership. Ownership comes with the knowledge that you receive and apply. Based on the law as your yardstick. Based on the law, not based on hearsay. Okay? So now I looked at that and I look at the Roth. I quickly removed the check mark. I put it on the Roth. I removed the check mark of the 7%. I put it back wherever they match. That is what I did. Now coming to you, your first thing first, you need to go find out what your company offers. That's your first step. You have to go do your due diligence, read. Pull up. I know you signed those things they didn't read. You have to go back to read what they have. Now, after you read, plus the knowledge you have now of the law, then you can call and ask questions. Not all the employees that offers the after tax and Roth IRA. It's up to you. Find out what they offer and see how they're going to benefit you. And also look at their matching. If you want to match what they match, it's up to you. If you want to match like what you're matching now, is up to you. But all we know that all of them can have negative and positive implications. But you are the one to decide what to do. Okay, but I did change my mind immediately I got the information.
Okay, I'll call them and do that.
Okay.
My second question is, I have a previous employer also, one of my previous employers. I have a 403 account, and as of right now, they told me I have $35,000 in it, 36. I don't work there anymore. Each time I call them and talk about the tax code 575 or something that you've been saying, then they confuse me. They tell me, oh, that there's nothing like that. You just have to. I even inquire about annuity. They tell me you are too young to think about annuity. You still have 20 years to retire, this and that. So I wanted to come and ask you. I know, Dr. Ruth.
Okay. All right. So my sister, 575 is internal revenue. Is internal revenue code for annuities.
For annuity.
And the law allows you to roll over any of your qualified accounts, any of your defined corp, including your personal money. It's not just your qualified. You have the right, but because it's an employer sponsor, you have the right to roll it over to another qualified account. An annuity serve that, fulfill that requirement. So the thing is that you're going to ask them instead of commanding. You're owner, you're in charge.
Yeah.
So you don't go to ask. You say, you're coming to give a command. I'm rolling over my money. Give me the instruction on how to roll over my money. But instead of you doing that, you're going to ask, please, can I roll over my money? No. You know the law. Mr. John, this is Mrs. Peter here. And according to the law, I have the right to roll over my money. What is the process of rolling over the money with your company? Can you give me the paperwork to sign and get my money out? But before you roll over that, make sure you have done your 575 application.
Okay.
You can do it by yourself. Do you know you can do your 575, your annuity by yourself? Do you know that?
No.
Now you hear it from Dr. Ruth.
Yes.
According to the law, quote me and quote the law. According to the law, you can roll over your own annuities, but you must have a piece of license by the state. So if you're here, you don't know how to do that, reach out to me, call my number. I will show you how you can get a license and roll your own money, sister. Enough of handing over your ownership to someone else. The law allows that.
Okay.
Don't say, Dr. Ruth said according to the law. So before you even start talking to them, get the piece of license, okay? Then submit your 575 application and get approval. As soon as you get approval, then you go to them to fund your what? To fund your account.
Correct.
Did you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I said that with confidence because the law allows that.
Every time I want to type your number, then it's gone. So it's
My number is 469
469
487 3469.
3469. Okay,
Yes.
I'll call that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Yes,
you have the right to roll over the money from where you have worked before. So, but before you do, there are things you have to do to be on the right side of the law. You must be licensed by your state, and you have to fulfill some requirements. You have to be approved first. Don't leave your money alone.
Yes.
Get what they call approval first, or 575. Then you can now say, give me the paperwork to fill and take my money out. You don't go and ask. You're talking to an employee, let me tell you.
Okay.
When you make those calls, you're talking to an employee who may not even know what you know. You are reading IRS, they're not reading it. They're telling you what the organization say. So, but what does the law say? The law is the lawyer here. The attorney. Go do what the law say. Priscilla.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. These are very detailed responses.
Yeah, my question was, yes, please. My question was just, good morning, thank you for bringing the Bush country. My question was, what license do you need to be able to enroll into your own annuity?
So that one, you need to call me out on that, or call the person that gave you that Zoom link. They will tell you what that license is. And you need to get it like yesterday. Okay? All right. Good question. Assumpta.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth.
So
What you
please, 1
actually
second.
answered was what I was going to tell her, because I rolled my 401k into annuity. I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago. And when I called them, of course, they told me, you still have a couple of years to work, that I should leave it in the portfolio where it is, because it's increasing, it's growing. I told them, well, that's not what I want. Well, it happened to be Fidelity. So I asked them, do they have an annuity plan? And they did not have an annuity plan. So that was when I went ahead and with one of our champions to get the license. And then we both did it together. So now it's up and running.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell her, because they will oppose you. They told me, oh, if you leave it now, in the next 10 years before you retire, that it's going to increase. You're going to have this much money in it. But again, it's in that market that is dropping. So, and when I asked them certain questions, honestly, they did not understand what I was asking. Yeah, so they don't know. But anyway, Dr. Ruth, I missed your number. Do you mind saying that number one more time? I didn't have pen available at the time.
Somebody put my number in the chat. Is 469 487 3469. Thank you.
The number is on the
Thank
chat.
you.
Now
Okay,
let me respond to that, guys. All my money is sitting in annuity. All my retirement account, because I retired. I don't work for nobody. And I didn't need their permission. I just need to sit down, fill out the same paper for 575, receive my approval, and guess what? My money is sitting JJ. COVID did not hit that money, except the one it hit before I got the knowledge. So, again, you decide where you want to keep it, but get the knowledge first. Get the knowledge, and that's why we're here. The goal of this is to trigger all this conversation. So those people will share their experiences. Because you go back, somebody say, oh, don't lie. They are just lying to you. The law is open to each and every one of us. And the earlier you start, especially if you're here, you're an immigrant, you're new to United States or Canada, do not engage in nothing until you understand the financial system of where you are. Unless you're going to make the same mistake that we made. Please don't make that mistake. Learn. Run with your 2 legs and go let IRS or your own, this in your state, be your best friend. I didn't say you have to be your CP accountant. That's not what I said. I said get the knowledge, hire them, and tell them what to do for you. They don't want to do what you want them to do. Fire them and get another person until you get the competency that you need to work with you. In order to be financially free, number 1 is knowledge, and number 2, you're going to need a lot of parties. Your few parties is your CPA, your accountant, your lawyer. These are all the parties, all of you work together, but you are the one in charge. Okay? All right. So let me see those who Efiloma.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth. Thank you so much. Calling from California. So my question is to Assumpta. Assumpta, I know you mentioned that you have something with 401k with Fidelity and you wanted to roll over. I also do. I don't know if they require you to not roll over while you're still working with that company or...
Okay, let me answer that. Not even Assumpta. My sister, the law is across. The law is not based on organization. Okay? The law is clear for everybody. In order to roll over, I'm going to say it again. In order to roll over your money from any of the retirement account to 575 Internal Revenue Code, which is annuities, you must be above 59 and a half, 1, or you're completely retired out of that job, you're not working with them. As long as you're working with them, you will not roll over that money. You can distribute money while you're still working with them, either as a loan or withdrawal is up to you. But in order to roll over, it's either you're not working there with them or you're 59 and above. Did you get that? It doesn't matter the organization. That is the law. Now, there's some organizations say you're not going to roll out no money until you quit from us. Even though you're 69 and a half, even though you're 59 and a half, as long as you work here with us, you're not going to roll that money. Okay? You're going to meet some organizations like that. But that is what it is. Okay? All right. Yeah. Priscilla, is that a new question?
I feel like I should have asked the question in a better way. I'm already a licensed financial professional, so I'm wondering if life.
Okay, if you already won, that's the license you need. Okay. All right. Thanks. Yes. Let me see. Catherine. Before Catherine, I'm looking for those who have not spoken before. Assumpta Chioma something.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Dr. Rich.
Morning.
Yeah. I heard you calling Assumpta. Was it
there
mine?
is another. It was Assumpta that raised her hand.
Okay, my own was up anyway, so I thought it was me. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's no other thing. I'm trying to respond because that time I was distracted by...
Okay, no, it wasn't your own Assumpta.
Thank you so much.
Assumpta Chima.
Oh, it was an old hand. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Catherine, is that an old hand or new hand?
It's a new hand.
Okay, go ahead, Katrina.
So what I have a story, but at the same time, I always the clients that I work with or anybody who comes to me, I request them to first also find out from their employer where their 401k or 403b is. It is actually very surprising that majority of us, I included, that we think that, just because you are working for a great company, be it JP Morgan or whatever it is, they have those 401ks and 403bs outside of the organizations that you work with. So first, know where your 401k is. Two, once you know where it is, please create an account. Create a login, and don't use your work email. Use your personal email. Because when you leave that employer, all communication, and they do usually communicate, they will send it to you, whether it be statements or whatever it is. Now, three, we get statements. If we have left previous employers, I know we get a lot of junk amongst that junk, mail that comes through our mailboxes at home. We do usually get a statement or something from the companies where we were employees, or where our 413 and 401ks are. We usually get those statements. So if you actually have a problem, you call your employer. All you just need to know is, I used to work at that place. What company? That's if you never created such an account. Where is my 413b? Then, or 401k, then go to Google that company, see if you have any statement. If you don't have any statement, call them and then tell them where you are and you had something, and then create an account. I always tell people to do that. Now, my story is, even when you have advisors or whoever telling you that you cannot move that, your money, you wait until you're still young, this and that and the other. And this is from a previous employer. And this is your 401k from a previous employer. Don't listen to them. Because the thing is, they don't want you to move your money because they have a stake in it. They are drawing fees from that amount. So even when the markets are going up and down, whether you're losing, whether you're gaining, they still have their 1.5%. Now, it will not be explicitly be open for you to see that fee. No, you will not see it. So that is why they discourage people from moving their 401ks to whatever, because they have a stake. However little that money is, whether it is 5,000, 10,000, 2,000, whatever it is, they don't want you to move it. Now, my story, I had a client a year ago who had an account with Charles Schwab. But he was a self-employed. No, he wasn't a self-employed. He was employed by an organization, but this organization used a broker that had their 401k at Charles Schwab. So this particular broker would not talk once they knew that this client wanted to move their money out. And so when he called and wanting to find out, that was the same story he was told. Oh, then they hung up on him. So they never picked up his call. So what I told him is, do you have any statements that you've been receiving? Lo and behold, he had. So I told him, all right, do this. Can you create an account at Charles Schwab? I will walk you through, we will navigate it together and see what their rollover requirements are. And that's exactly what we did. So once he created that account, we spent some time together so that we would navigate that website and see, okay, in your account, go to Rollover, do your research as individuals, please do. See what their rollover requirements are. For some of them, it is very simple. You don't even probably need even to call them and tell them you want to roll over. You can do it from the website. As long as, the way Dr. Ruth said, you have already first created your 575 account with wherever you want to roll that money to. So you know that that is sitting there. You already know what your balance is that probably you want to roll over because you've already logged in, you have that account accessible to you. And that's exactly what we did. Once we rolled over that money, do you know what? He got a call from the broker, the same broker who hung up on him, because they realized now from their accounts, they had one missing account, which was money that they were not going to get anything from. And that's, he just responded, I'm sorry, when I called you and you hung up on me several times, I had to go it my way. And he hung up. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, listen to this. Imagine you sitting down in your house and you're eating food and somebody wants to come and take that food out of your table. You think it's going to go easy? You're going to fight with everything inside of you, right? Thank you, Ms. Catherine, for sharing that. Let me tell you the truth. It's not going to be easy to move money from company A to company B. Company A is going to do everything in their power for you not to move. Because you're taking food away from their table. That is why we say, well, take ownership. Ownership. Guys, I can't tell you this enough. Take ownership. Understand these things, and when you call, you don't ask questions from the place of a subordinate. You ask questions from the place of owner. When you own something, do you beg for it? Guys, when you own something, put one in the chat. Yes or no? One is yes. No is two. When you own something, do you beg for it? No, it doesn't. So the way they respond to you is based on how you make the call. Hello, Mr. John. This is Dr. Ruth. And my account number is ABCD. Can you send me the paperwork so I can fill out to do my rollover? Oh, you don't have to do, I didn't ask you for your opinion. I just said, send me the paperwork to do what? To complete so I can take my money. Their opinion does not matter at this time. But you know why people comes looking for opinion? Because you don't know the law. You don't know what you're supposed to do. Then you depend on people, and guess what? Who you're calling? You're calling an employee who don't know Jack too. They are hired just like you. So all of us are in the same boat. What's the difference now? We're learning. They are not on this call. You know how many people are not on this call hearing other people's message? Their experiences. Because they are still stuck. Somebody say, I have $1,000, 1 million in 401k. There's nothing wrong with that. But when we retire, let's see how long that's going to last. If you have not taken ownership. Now, to add to what Catherine said, if you have left your job, you don't know where your ID is. None of those. Maybe you didn't know or no show. And now you are aware. You want to go back to get that thing. You must find your ID and make sure you have the address of where you lived before. Address of where you live when you're doing that job. Try to find it. They may not agree to even put you with Social Security. And now you did not create an account. You don't have anything, but you remember, I worked there 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They're going to try to verify you by where you live when you are working there. Please get those addresses, have them ready. You have to work for your honor. You have to fight for what belongs to you. Okay? You have to fight for it. It belongs to you. I know sometimes because most people don't have enough knowledge. You only have one knowledge. And you go there, so they want to confuse you. Don't allow nobody to confuse you. The law applies to all of us. Don't allow any single human being to confuse you. Okay? And thank you, Catherine, for sharing that story and not mentioning names. Guys, when you ask questions and share a story, try not to mention names. You see how she told that story, my client, blah, blah, blah. She don't mention any of those. So, Miss Dr. Morin, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to echo to what Ms. Catherine said and what you, Dr. Ruth, has been emphasizing. It clearly happened to me. I'm using myself as an example on this call, okay? So just learn from me. I thank God for the knowledge of the financial information we're getting here. When I joined the financial club, and happened to gain the knowledge as required, which most of us on this call had zero knowledge of. And I left a job in Houston and joined a government job in another city. So, and I was about to actually roll over what I had in the old job to the government job. But once I had this information, I had about the 575 account. I said, oh my God, what a perfect opportunity. I then tried to roll over my money. Do you know they gave me hard time? Myself, they gave me hard time. So luckily, I have access to my account. Even before I left, I had access to my account, and it was the same Charles Schwab. Okay, so I'm using myself as a clear example. I read over everything about rolling over and all that, and this account broker kept pressurizing me. Okay, if I'm needing something secure and all that, they are willing to help me put it in a secure account where I wouldn't lose a dime and all that. I said, no, thank you. I did the whole thing, read the whole thing. I was able to roll it over myself. So just wanted to buttress and emphasize what Ms. Catherine has said and what Dr. Ruth has been sharing and emphasizing all morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth, and I really appreciate you for doing this and helping our community. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Dr. Morin. Geraldine.
Thank you. Good morning, Doctor. Good morning, everyone. So my quick question is an IRA with a bank, is it a qualified account that can be rolled into an annuity? And
anything called IRA, the law applies. It doesn't matter who holds it.
so it's a qualified account.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Mind setter.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning, my beautiful Dr. Ruth.
Good morning.
Yes, I have just a short question, and actually not a question. It's a request. Is there any way you can recommend a good book to read for annuity for us, please?
Okay, so we can try to do that maybe in the next. We have not selected the next book we're gonna read after this, right? Okay. So I'm gonna bring next book club. I'm gonna bring 2 books for us to select. One of those will be annuity book. Okay. So we all can read it together. But then there's not such thing as good, my sister, or bad. It's just that if you know the law, when you read the books, you'll be able to validate what the books are saying from the lens of the law. Okay? So we read the books and you filter out which one suits you. All right. The one that doesn't suit you, forget about it. Okay? All right. So, but there's what they call stress-free retirement.
Stress-free. Oh, okay. I have that one already, just that I've not read it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You haven't read it. All right.
So much
Stress-free
book I've read.
retirement is a
Stress-free.
good book
Thank you. Thank you.
about annuities. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Everestus. Hey, Mr. Everestus, where are you? I've not
Hey, Doctor, good morning. I'm sorry I cannot be on camera,
2
but
million.
I'm always here because I want to listen to that beautiful voice and that information. Always, always very impactful. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Doc, I just wanted to highlight to my sisters and brothers who have TSP that
Okay.
they should watch out on their emails. There is an email that has been sent over for people who have TSP. Actually, the beginning January 2026, they say you could roll over your money from TSP to Roth, whatever amount you want to. So they should just watch out for that email and read for themselves and be able to decipher it. That's what I just wanted to add.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. This information, do you know you're not paying for it? It's free. Read your email, oh, go check. From somebody is asking, what is TSP? Mr. Everestus, what is TSP?
Sorry, it's a government account, the thrift savings account for government employees
And military people.
and military people. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lily. Lily.
Dr. Ruth, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ruth, for picking up my call. I never spoke here before. Dr. Rook, my old job, I left my old job, and my 401k is with Vanguard. Is it possible? I haven't passed the test yet. I'm now studying. Can I let the person who brought me to the business transfer my money to annuity?
Yes.
Or how
Oh,
do I go about it? I
well,
called you twice. I left you message on the
really?
phone twice. Yes, please.
Please
Yeah.
send me if you call me, I didn't answer, send me a text, okay?
Oh, okay.
Please,
Okay.
please. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
here we don't talk about business. We're here to
Okay.
read books. However,
Mm-hmm.
yes, you are the owner
Yes.
to decide what you want.
Okay.
But once now you are having the knowledge, ability to add facts
Mm-hmm.
is a big deal because none of us have control of what the next seconds is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have the right to, we don't have what the next second is going to be. That's why it's important to make decision fast. Making decision is a skill to have, but not everybody have that skill. So my sister,
Mm-hmm.
one, you can use that as an incentive for you to take that exam tomorrow and get that license.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you can get to that person that opened your eyes to do what? To help you out.
Okay.
That now you are in the right place. One,
Okay.
act fast. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Good.
So, all right. So I will speak to her, then we move the money. But
Yes.
do I need to make, I already go to the account. So do I need to do something so that they can't block me?
They can't nobody blocks you. It's your own account.
Oh, okay.
Nobody will block you, but work with the person that you're working with right now and add fast.
Okay.
If you're my sister, I'm going to tell you, get that license tomorrow morning or before.
Yeah. I'm
Get that
doing it.
license
I'm
and
doing
work with
it.
that person to do what? To help you move your money. It is your money. You can dash it to me. I promise you that I love money. Tony.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Thank you so much for what you do for us. If somebody has started taking RMD, can they still move their money to FIA and do like immediate
Yes,
annuity?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, any money can go to FIA, which is
Okay.
FIA is Fixed Index Annuity, which is also the Internal Revenue Code 575. Any money can go in there as long as it's allowed by the law.
Yeah, they're 74. They're 74 years old and
It doesn't matter. They can do what immediate, okay?
yeah, okay.
Immediate and guarantee income for life at
Yes.
least. As long as you live, guys, you need to create your own income for life. Some people say my children are my retirement. Okay, I wish you good luck on that. The last time I checked, I think we're the last people to take care of our parents. See those drive-throughs that we have right now? They are driving through. They are watching you from FaceTime. Hey, mommy, how are you? We are in Paris. You're your own. Okay? The earlier you put together your income for life and plan your own cost-free, tax-free, stress-free, the better for your life. Oh. Do it now and do it right now. So
Thank you.
we're going to finish this chapter. Who wants to read that Roth IRA? That's the last. So we finish this chapter and call it a day. Who wants to read for us?
I can read, Dr. Ruth.
All right, tell me your name and where you're calling in from.
Catherine, and I'm calling from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
So, Roth IRA. A Roth IRA operates the same as an IRA as far as how money grows in a variable environment. The most significant advantage is that it grows tax-free. This is one aspect I love about these accounts. They will also transfer to your family members tax-free. But if they have it at age 72, they must take required minimum distributions. That's what RMDs. There is also the Roth IRA 5-year rule, which says that you cannot withdraw earnings tax-free until it's been at least 5 years since you first contributed to a Roth IRA account. This rule applies to everyone who contributes to a Roth IRA, whether they are 59 and a half or 105 years old.
Did you all hear that? The 5-year rule applies regardless of the age. You have to wait for 5 years. I mentioned to you that when I logged in, I saw after tax and Roth IRA. So you have to decide if your organization offers that, because not all the organization offers it. If they offer that, you have to decide whether you want after tax or Roth IRA. Okay, tax. So consider that. Go ahead.
Let's look at why the wealthy are not using Roth IRAs. Roth IRA contributions are made on an after-tax basis. However, keep in mind that your eligibility to contribute to a Roth IRA is based on your income level. If you file taxes as a single person, your modified adjusted gross income must be under 139,000 for the tax year 2020 and under 140,000 for the tax year 2021. To contribute to a Roth IRA, if you're married and filed jointly, your modified adjusted gross income must be under 206,000 for the tax year 2020 and 208,000 for the tax year 2021. These income limitations also apply to traditional IRAs. However, if a high-income earner wants to utilize a Roth IRA, they can save via a backdoor conversion. This means, for example, that they are converting a traditional IRA or a 401k into a Roth by liquidating, paying taxes, and now utilizing the tax-free growth of a Roth IRA. However, the government is looking to eliminate this rule in 2022. We will see.
Okay. So in this current time, how much you can contribute if you're in America for 2024, your Roth IRA is 7,000. Okay. Or they can do up to 8,000 if you're 50 or older by the end of the year, or your taxable compensation for that year. Okay, so the current amount is $7,000. If you're 50 and above, you can do up to $8,000. That's the most current from their website. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about retirement cash flow. Let's assume the same scenario above and use 985,000 as our retirement account value. We would simply take out the taxes and our income would be 43,117. Again, I ask you, how does this make you feel about this strategy and the purpose of it being for retirement? Most people only pay attention to their rate of return and aim for the 1 million nest egg, but don't consider all the other variables like income taxes or the fact that we have to assume we live for 30 years and this money needs to last that long. None of these examples even discuss if we become critically, chronically, or terminally ill. That is a completely different chapter. I hope this helps you better understand these strategies and some of the basics surrounding how they work.
All right, my people. It's been an amazing Saturday, and our next book club is going to be October 4th. Okay? Our next book club is going to be October 4th. All right. Invite your people, your village people, your enemies, your friends, your colleagues. Let them come and read. It's free. It's open to the public. Okay? It's the same Zoom link. Don't wait for me to send you a Zoom link and you say, oh, I'm waiting for the Zoom. It's the same Zoom link and you can join. Everyone that joins early always get a gift of listening to some of those messages that build us up. Okay? I really appreciate. I encourage you, please go do your financial profile. Go and do your prayer. Look at your money. Assign them as tax-free, tax letter, tax deferred. Look at your investment. What is your financial objective? Okay. If you're here, I'm always gonna leave you guys with something. If you're here, please hold your ear. I know we're not children, right? If you're here, you have life insurance. Do not engage in canceling any of your life insurance policies. It's not part of our topic today, but I'm always going to say it. If you have life insurance, whether you're United States or Canada, somebody walk into your home and all they could mention is you cancel your policy, walk them out. They are not working in your favor. You are the one losing money now. It doesn't matter the color of the person. It doesn't matter who they are. Even if it's your mother, tell your mom, you cannot cancel that policy until I know. Rather, what you tell them, how can I know the law? Don't go to social media either. Don't go to my friends and colleagues, my CPA. No, know the law yourself. Never you cancel your policy until you have the right knowledge and make the right decision. Don't be emotional about it. But if you do, it's your money, not mine. Do your financial profile. Take ownership. Don't be so busy. And you cannot. The reason you're busy, because you're trying to make money. And the money you're trying to make, you don't even know where they are. They are scattered everywhere. And when any accident hits, anything happen, you're broke. My people, don't be busy walking broke. Walking broke does not mean you're not making a lot of money, but your money is not working for you. If your money is not working for you, it means that you're busy walking broke. And when you're going to need it, it doesn't matter the company. Oh, this company, they have the best benefit. It's a lie. You're benefiting them. Please, take charge of your own money. Teach your children money. My children on this call listening, they don't have choice. Teach your children money. If you're coming to marry my children, the first requirement is financial intelligence. You have to give us a certificate that show that you have one. That's just the first requirement, nothing else. I don't care whether you live in the street or where, but qualification, financial intelligence. But anyway, I see two hands up. That's the only two questions we're going to take, and we'll call it a day. Great Pillar.
Good morning, my Dr. Ruth. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. You?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for what you are doing for this community. I have just this sweet small question. Please, would you kindly share that YouTube introductory video that you shared with us earlier? Because that is powerful. I like it and I want to share it to my friends and my community. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Next person I see their hand up is Nkechi. Nkechi? Nkechi, you're muted. Can you unmute yourself? Can you unmute yourself, Nkechi?
Oh, good morning, Dr. Ruth.
Morning, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much for this knowledge for imparting us every time. My question, because I heard you saying Roth IRA can only contribute 7,000. So that 7,000, is it for entire life or just in a year?
Thank you. Thank you for, let me make it clear. The law says a year, up to 7,000, up to 7,000. If you're 50 years and older, up to $8,000. Okay, every year, every year.
Okay, thank you.
So you can do
you.
$10, you can do $20, you can do $30, you can do up to 7,000. Up to 8,000.
So that's the maximum amount. Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Good question, guys. Join us. We have a book club, group me. If somebody can please put it in the chat. You can follow me on Facebook, Princess Dr. Ruth Ifediora. Okay? You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram. It's to ask questions. You can come to my page on Facebook, ask a question. I will definitely come back to the Facebook to answer that question. You don't have to wait till 2 weeks again before we come back. If you're in group me, ask questions. All of us are professionals. Each and every one of us have something to contribute. Okay, let's believe in ourselves. Let's champion our own finance. Okay, hire professionals. Don't be the professional yourself. Hire them, but tell them what to do. Invest in learning about the financial system where you are. And I'm going to be in Canada October 25th by God's grace. So all my Canadian friends, get ready to catch up with me. All the readers in Canada, I'll be in Canada October 25th, October 20th by God's grace. I'll find myself in Canada. Let's hang out. Let's meet face to face. I'm not AI, I'm not robot. We're human beings, and we're going to change our own generation. In our own generation, we're going to create people. We're going to develop, empower people that take charge of their own financial system. Be the owner in times of crisis. Develop your own family financial culture. Empower yourself every day. Know the laws of the land where you live. Operate according to the law. Be legal, be ethical. If you cannot accept it, don't offer it to somebody. Please don't lie to people. Be truthful to yourself. Believe in God. But don't waste your time that you're supposed to learn and be praying. Because we prayed here, right? Some people prayed in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my Bible says faith without work is dead. You can never find financial freedom in the church. You go to the church to go and thank God for giving you financial freedom. So go make money, bring it to the church. The church of God needs your resources to help people. So pray, believe in God, but do the work. Arise and shine, for the light has come. It did not say sleep and shine. You have to arise. Some people do not come to this meeting this morning because they are sleeping. If sleep is your friend, you have limitations. Okay? So get up. Let's all together learn and learn and learn. I promise you, 20 years, 30 years from today, you appreciate this sacrifice you make every other Saturday in the morning to learn and shape your own life. Because what you shape today is going to determine the future of your own generation. Thank you all so much. Enjoy our video. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Ruth.
Dr. Ruth.
Grow. And as long as you keep waiting for somebody to come rescue you, you'll stay in the same place. That's the truth most people don't want to hear, but it's the truth that will change their life if they accept it. Uncomfortable truths force you to stop pointing fingers. Stop blaming your environment. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your circumstances. Yeah. Life might have been unfair. Yes, you may have been hurt, betrayed, broken, but if you're still breathing, you have a choice. You can choose to keep living in excuses, or you can choose to grow. That's truth. The other truth, growth demands sacrifice. You can't hold on to everything and expect to elevate. You can't keep your comfort and get your breakthrough. You can't keep your bad habits and reach your destiny. You can't keep all your old friends and expect to grow into a new future. Something has to go. Something has to die. Something has to be released. That's uncomfortable, but it's real. Most people will never face these truths because they prefer to lie. Lies are soft. Lies are easy. Lies let you sleep at night. Lies tell you it's not your fault. You've done enough. It's just not your time yet. Lies keep you comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of growth, and lies are comfort in disguise. The ones who grow are the ones who look in the mirror and say, I'm not where I want to be, and it's on me. I've been wasting time. I've been distracted. I've been inconsistent, but I refuse to stay this way. That level of honesty hurts, but it heals. That level of honesty strips you down, but it also builds you back up. The truth will humble you. It will remind you that talent alone isn't enough. That potential without discipline is wasted. That dreaming without grinding is fantasy. And that's uncomfortable, especially in a world that wants to tell you you're perfect as you are. No, you're not perfect as you are. You've got work to do. You've got growth to chase. You've got flaws to fix. That's the truth. But here's the good news. If you can face the uncomfortable truths, you can change. The truth may sting, but it also empowers. Once you accept the truth, you can do something about it. Once you admit you've been slacking, you can step it up. Once you admit you've been hiding, you can step out. Once you admit you've been afraid,